In this guitar lesson, I like to share you the Om Tare Tuttare Ture Svaha mantra that was originally from a dear friend of mine that he likes to call himself Yano. The chord involved is G. So if this is the 6 strings, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is G with the middle fingers on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, index on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and with the ring finger the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So this is G. And then E minor. Basically the index stays the same, but the middle finger moves to the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and the rest just leave it out. E minor. Then A minor. A minor essentially the 2nd fret on the 4th and the 3rd string, and 1st fret on the 2nd string. The rest just leave open. And the last chord is G. 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and 2nd fret on the 1st string. So you have G, E minor, A minor, then D. So this would be like a simplified version of the original. G, E minor, A minor, D. So just use your thumb and just go through all the strings, make it simple, make it simple. So the song gonna sound like this. Om Tare Tuttare Ture Svaha. It's E minor. Tuttare Ture Svaha. Om Tare. A minor. Tuttare Ture Svaha. Om Tare. Tuttare Ture Svaha. So essentially you change the chord in every Om. So one mantra, Om Tare Tuttare Ture Svaha, that's one chord, and then when another Om comes, you change the chord and remain that chord for the whole line of the mantra. Om Tare Tuttare Svaha. Om Tare, Om Tare Tuttare Ture Svaha. Then you change on Om. Om Tare Tuttare Ture Svaha. Then change on Om. Om Tare Tuttare Ture Svaha. Om Tare Tuttare Ture Svaha. Start over. Om Tare Tuttare Ture Svaha. 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 Of course, when you sing, you can sing at a higher octave if your range is allowed. So just use your thumb and go through all the string would be the simplest. Alternatively, you can use plucking techniques on the right hand. So just use your thumb on the bass, so the bass will change according to the chord. For the G, the bass is the 6th string, and then you use these 3 fingers, index, middle, and ring, to stay on the last 3 string, on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. So you pluck bass and the 3 and the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string like this. Then you alternatively switch from with the bass and no bass, then bass, no bass, with the bass, no bass. Keep switching this. So I like to use my nails, which I feel is easier, but if you don't have nails, that's fine too, it works the same. Sound gonna be just slightly different. Of course you can move. It's going to be brighter here near the saddle. It's going to be warmer near the sound hole. So you can change just your tone depending on where you want it. Depending on how you like the tone to be. So as for G chord, the bass is on the 6th. For E minor, same. E minor. But for A minor, the bass is now on the 5th string. And then for D chord, the bass is now on the 4th string. So it's going to be like this, starting with G, with bass, no bass. With bass, no bass. And then every time when you change the chord, always play with the bass. It's going to sound a little more rounded. So like, when you change to E minor, start with the bass. All 3, the last 3 strings, and the bass. Then alternate. With bass, no bass. With bass, no bass. Then A minor, now the bass is on the 5th. With bass, no bass. With bass, no bass. Then D, the bass is now on the 4th string. With bass, no bass. With bass, no bass. It's gonna sound like this. energize the mantra a little bit, you can just strum using your ring and your middle fingers when on a downstroke, then on the upstroke with the thumb. That's how you end the mantra we're back to the G chord on the last syllable. So that's how you end. So let's practice that. This is the simpler version, and the next video is going to be slightly more fancy, I would say, but still relatively easy. Give it a try.